Good morning. Good morning. I can't sing the Main Street theme song, but good morning, everybody, from Riviera and Caribbean Beach. I've stayed here before, but I've never actually ran around the resort, and so I'm kind of excited. Donald's here with me today, this Saturday morning. If you look way off in the distance, like right here, Taylor's standing right there with Elliot as well. So it is a beautiful morning. Circus Bear, what's going on? Good morning. And we're going to go do some laps basically around the lake. Hopefully they're not like super short like they were at Coronado Springs. I'm going to go ahead and start. Oh, we're still playing. I don't know if everybody can hear that, but that's hilarious. To the watch. Can you hold that just for a second?
See? Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago.
Excellent. Thank you. Okay, perfect.
There you go.
Alrighty, guys, here we go. And I've got my watch today. So, I think I always normally try to say that never really have like a set running speed here or necessarily a goal other than we're just trying to do about a 10K. And so if you want to follow along on the treadmill or from the comfort of your couch or chair with a cup of coffee, always more than welcome to do so. Return of the Mac, yeah. So we did a little Go Getaways podcast last night, and the last couple of weeks that we've been having it, I've been sharing the video of me. Hey, look, it's Taylor.
Oh no, Elliot.
Well, Elliot wasn't waving; he was just standing there. I've been sharing a video that's of me dancing with silent disco, and everybody's been like, I wonder what that song is, and so. In our Go Getaways group, we did for the agents, we did like a little, I don't know, like they guessed to see what it was. And so I had to go through and listen to the clips, and I found that that's what it was. Great song. So that's why it was playing. Oh boy. Oh boy, I feel it today. So normally when we go on the runs, normally I don't eat anything. I just have like a cup of coffee and some water to drink. And this morning I had a bagel, and I think I'm gonna regret that. So I also forgot my regular mask that I wear. So I'm rocking the paper one that, similar to what Donald always wears, it's actually probably the same thing. Not great for talking and running because it keeps sliding down my face.
In Jamaica.
So, if you've never been to Caribbean Beach before, this is a moderate Disney resort, kind of meaning that it's in the median area when it comes to cost. I'm not sure that they have any family suites here. They might, but this is a really big resort. It is really spread out. And it's got different areas basically they're all at least named from areas within the Caribbean, so kind of makes sense.
So technically, we're about to join the Watcher in Trinidad.
Oh, did somebody say they're Trinidad?
Trinidad and Tobago.
Oh, I didn't see that. Water looks like glass today. It does. There's not a lot of wind, and this isn't too bad because that means there's not a lot of wind resistance while running. But whew, it is a beautiful morning. And when we actually hit a running trail sign, I'll stop and show you guys, but we are coming up. So we could stay left, which we will. I'm just gonna run out here to the edge of the road real quick, just so I can show you guys if you've never seen this before. This is the actual main Skyliner Hub. So this is where you're going to transfer to go out to Pop Century, or you'll transfer to go back out to Hollywood Studios. Or if you're here, this line will take you back to Riviera and Epcot. So it's a pretty good location here to stay. And you can already see there's some people down here getting lined up. So we're going to keep moving. When we've made it one way, basically, if we call this one way, the other way going back, we're just under a half mile. So that's very reassuring that we may only need to run this about 6 times instead of, I don't know, what was Coronado felt like we were running like,
We only did 7, I think.
did we only do 7 laps?
It was almost a mile. It would have been further, but it was partially shut down.
Oh, it felt like it was like 9 or something.
It was like 0.88.
These are my favorite, the downhills. You just relax and let your legs do the work. I mean, not that they're not always doing the work anyways. T-Music says about to go on their 10K run. They could never do it and hold a gimbal and talk at the same time. You know, I do it for you guys. I do it for you guys. But to be honest with you, I think it's actually been really beneficial. I was telling Donald about this earlier this week. I went for a 10K run during the week, and I was doing about sub 9 minute miles, just underneath that. And my legs felt like a little bit sore, and they were a little tired, but I never once ever felt out of breath. And I think that's really been like kind of conditioning by doing this, by trying to run and have a conversation. It's actually helped me to, you know, build a stronger lungs, I guess, if you could say that. So you know, if you wanted to do something similar, instead of running with a gimbal, you could, you know, call your significant other and have a 45-minute conversation with them while you run.
I'm just gonna be quiet.
I mean, I know that wouldn't work for everybody.
I don't want evidence.
Good morning from Fort Worth.
All finally warmer in Texas.
Yeah, hopefully the weather's getting a little bit better for you guys. All right, we're coming back around. Get that nice view of Riviera.
Oh,
Nice reflection. Look at that.
yes.
Taylor needs to be nailing some photos from over here. Yep. Oh boy, that's hurt. That one. Hey. Whew. Oh, but part of it's missing.
The part that says you're here and probably the distance.
The distance. So this is a really old map. They haven't updated this yet, obviously, because there's no Riviera here, but apparently there's a Skyliner. Their running trail actually only does half of the loop. We're doing the full thing. So we're going all the way up, back around into Riviera, and then back down around. So
Which
you can
is
do it-
why they ripped the distance off.
maybe. And you can do it two different ways, but we're gonna try and do it the long way.
Maybe there'll be another one at Riviera.
Gateway to the magic. Just watching these Saturday morning runs is becoming our little ritual. Well, that's nice. I'm glad that it's helpful or just entertaining. I went to the gym last night and I probably worked my legs a little too hard, and I was really contemplating whether even streaming today and just doing a really easy 10K. But Taylor made me aware that I wasn't allowed. I had to do the live stream. I guess it is for a good cause because some of you guys are really enjoying it. So But without a doubt, I would say that this is a really beautiful resort. Especially Riviera. There's 1 mile.
Very pretty.
Absolutely. Beautiful view out through there. All right, so we're coming back around to where we started, and when we do, I'm probably just gonna stop for 2 minutes. I need to stretch again. I think I worked my legs a little too hard at the gym yesterday and probably didn't eat enough calories afterwards. I'm a little burnt. Wow, this mask is night and day difference between my cloth one that I normally wear.
In what ways?
It's actually adhering to my face because of the sweat.
Yeah.
But also when I try to breathe in, it's actually pulling the mask into my mouth. Not a fan of that. But I'm also not used to it, so I'm used to wearing that black cloth mask that I always wear. So, all right, this is where we started. Whew.
Do something.
That's good.
Yeah, for 6 up only.
Have a view, slight view of the Skyliner while I stretch. Oh. Or hear the ambient noises of Disney's Riviera at the Skyliner station. Oh, that's what I meant.
That would wear your shoes out so fast.
Shuffling like that?
Yeah.
All right. Easy little stretch.
Resuming workout.
Mark. Perfect. We check into Caribbean Beach on Tuesday. That'll be really nice.
Oh, cool.
Nice little, vacation. Weather should be pretty decent.
We're just here getting it ready for you.
Will Crane says he's watching every Saturday from the UK and making cookies. Wow.
Send them.
Donald requests cookies from across the pond. Oh, I feel a little better after that. A little better. So I was actually really worried. Might not even be able to run this week. I've been having some really bad calf issues. And trying to stretch it out didn't seem to help. And then I just really started using a lot of ice. And the pain has subsided, which is really good. And now I'm just dealing with super tight hamstrings. I was doing some squats yesterday and I was like halfway through the first set and I'm like, oh boy, I'm not gonna do well tomorrow. Slowing just for a second. You may have answered this before, but just wondering, how do you get into the resorts? Just really depends.
Also depends on your stay too. Maybe
You know.
Probably been until 11 or so, so here the night before.
That's also true. Whew. Oh man, guys, you know what? This week starts Flower and Garden Festival. I'm super excited. If you guys have been following us for a while, you guys probably know that Flower and Garden Festival is my favorite festival over at Epcot. Love the butterfly house. I could spend hours in there. Literally just looking at butterflies. But of course, they've got like all the great decorations, so to speak.
The topiaries.
Yeah, the horticulture there is amazing. The topiaries, the characters, flowers, food, drinks, butterflies. Did I mention butterflies? It's all just really, really nice. And it's kind of like this, you know, a little rebirth from winter, which of course here in Florida, we kind of only have summer and winter. But it's a nice feeling to have, you know, a little bit of color in spring, at least in March with Flower and Garden Festival, so. Oh, what's this? She just came from down below that bridge. This always intrigues me, where some of these people run to. Sorry, Donald, I wasn't trying to stop on a dime. Let's make it up this hill first. A little tip, guys, whenever you're out running, practicing, training, whatever, if you can, always try to jog/run up the hills. It will make you much stronger, obviously, than it will walking. And it's just like a little, you know, added benefit. Oh,
She's staying over there, I guess.
holy cow.
Oh, that makes sense.
Alrighty, Donald, you ready for an adventure?
Sure.
That means no. We're going. Let's go check it out.
Ah.
I like adding a little chaos into the runs every so often. This will definitely mess up our calculated distance, meaning that you know, ideally,
Done sooner.
I mean, we'll still get done at about the same time.
100 laps.
But yeah, oh yeah.
Psychologically, it's good.
Psychologically, it's great. Might feel a little off because we're running further away from where we want to be, but in the long run, it helps. But also, I think that this just goes to show how spread out this resort is.
So now we're in Trinidad.
Now we're in Trinidad.
Wow.
Look at this, huh? You're all right. Thank you. All right, I'm gonna take a little walk, a little breather.
So what's the nearest park to here?
Nearest park from where we're standing would be Hollywood Studios.
So we're just gonna
I don't think we could run. Well, I mean, we ran the roads.
I just
So-
not going that far.
Right. So just to give you guys an idea, looking at this map right here, and this one's updated. This is where we started, okay? We ran around here and we did one whole lap. We now come down here and ran out, and we're right here. So we can make this a whole loop to come back around and back over. Oh my goodness, I'm struggling.
It's also warmer.
It is a little bit humid, a little more warmer, right, today?
More
And of course,
10 degrees warmer.
you know, I wore a long sleeve. Normally I do always wear a long sleeve when I run, but I'm gonna have to start breaking out the tees again for that. Malcolm will be at the festival drinking around the world on the 11th. Awesome. You're gonna have a great time. Just don't try to climb the Mexico Pavilion, please. Please don't do that. Disney is not very fond of those types of activities. Whew. Matt Manders, good morning. Matt Manders, the co-host of the Gold Gal Getaways travel podcast. And actually, you know what? If we really, really wanted to, I thought I smelled something. So I kind of smelled dead there for a second. Might have been my really bad coffee breath. If we really, really wanted to, we might actually even be able to run all the way from here into Pop Century and to Art of Animation. We would probably have to run some of these back roads, which might be slightly frowned upon, but you know, if you're talking about really making a big run, say for another half marathon, I really wouldn't recommend doing a full marathon down here without it being like a closed course. But you know, you could certainly do that if you really wanted to. So
Is that what that is? Oh yeah, that's Art of Animation.
yeah, Art of Animation and Pop Century right over there.
Yeah.
And we've just hit 2 miles.
2 miles. Average pace 11:17 per mile.
So
Still a little faster than you wanted.
what's that?
Still a little faster than you wanted.
I know. I'm having trouble breathing and my legs feel like they're gonna fall off. But hey, you know, I do it. I do it for you guys. I think we missed our turn. We should have had a sidewalk to take, but yeah, definitely we could. Oh, they actually have a sidewalk, so we could take. There's a sidewalk right here, and it's closed after dusk. But we could take this walkway all the way back that way, into Pop Century. So there's no sidewalk over there along the road, so we're just gonna hit the parking lot until we can get a feasible trail back into the resort. Might be closer to the road where the bridge was at. All right, so we'll cut back in right here and follow this pathway around. This is the one of the Trinidad bus stops. Oh, lucky charms. They have fallen to the ground. It was like a giant, well, it was probably a giant bowl of Lucky Charms it looked like. All right, hang a left. Whew. That's a great question. Where do we go? If we hang another left, and then we'll hang a right. Hang a left. And then a hard right. And then a right at Spyglass Grill. And then you make 4 lefts and a U-turn. And then double back on the right. I'm just making stuff up now if you can't tell. And we're back out on the main walkway. I need another breather. Oi, 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 oi.
So all those rooms are the pirate rooms.
Oh,
They all had pirate
Yeah.
rooms on the door numbers.
yes. Whew.
That's kind of cool that they're all together.
Michelle, good morning. Josh and Donald.
Hi.
Wow, people are actively calling out Donald. He's getting popular. When does the festival start? It starts on Wednesday this week, March 3rd,
Yes.
I believe.
Yes.
Is it Neil or Nell? I can't really tell because it's hard to read sometimes. It says, good morning. We hope to be at Caribbean Beach Resort in November, if we can fly from the UK by then.
They are for some odd reason.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed for sure. Miss this place so much. Oh boy, we actually have a couple of friends over in the UK, and one that we play golf with now for the last couple of years. Of course, we didn't do it this past year in 2020, but I know, I mean, the way he made it sound was that, like, it sounds like it's going to be promising, that later this year you guys will be able to hopefully come back to the States. I'm sure Disney would really like that. They want some more money.
Over or under?
Let's go over. Oh, wow, Donald just booed me for going over. We're going to go under and then back up.
You have to see the smiling things again.
Oh, the smile. We could see it on the way back too.
I don't even put on it.
Fishing excursion, if you guys don't know, that is something that you can still do. Obviously, they're out there doing it. That's a third-party company, I believe, with Disney, and you can call and get that set up. It's a lot of fun. I've done it a few times, and they definitely will say right off the gate that they don't guarantee that you will catch a fish, but they're going to do everything in their power to try and make sure that you do catch one. And I think the day that I was out, we did, boy, quite a few, well over a dozen fish. It wasn't just me by myself, but so it's fun. I didn't do it here though. I did it over at Bay Lake. All right, slowing down again. Oh boy, I don't think I've ever slowed down this much in a while. Of course, it was just telling me an average or a current pace of about 9.5 minutes. So
Sorry.
I'm letting Donald pace me today, and he's pacing a little quick for me. If you guys are just joining us, because I see there's over 100 people now viewing, chatting, running, maybe relaxing on the couch while you drink your cup of coffee, a bagel. A what?
They're cheering us on.
Cheering us on for sure. We're at Caribbean Beach, and we're kind of doing a loop that goes around the lake here, making our way back to Riviera, and then we're going to do that like a few more times until we get to 6.2 miles, which is a 10K. And we're not even halfway yet, but that's okay, we're getting there. And if you guys if it's just kind of like silent and you're hearing the ambience of both Caribbean Beach and somebody breathing really heavily, it's probably me, because I'm trying to not pass out while we run. And because if I did, I fully expect Donald single-handedly to carry me back to Riviera Resort while also still live streaming.
I was gonna say, I'll carry you and the live stream. I'll keep the whole thing
And
going.
exactly. So
Truth be told, I'll just leave him where he is and I'll just finish filming with you guys. We'll come back for him later.
just toss me in the lake over there. I'll be fine.
Pick you up at the end.
Malcolm, I plan to get 3 miles in at the boardwalk before heading to Epcot in March. A good run helps my metabolism for drinking. That is actually very true. It's like 100%. And you want to get that metabolism rolling, and a good way to do that is with some exercise. So definitely a smart decision. But also just make sure you're drinking plenty of water. you can dehydrate really, really easily. So
Here especially.
here especially, yes. All right. Ready? Hey,
We're
little,
headed out of the Caribbean, across the Atlantic, and over to Europe. Just
Huh.
go fast like that.
that is, I feel like I'm Flash Gordon.
Yes.
Make my own sound effects while I run.
I've already done 15 laps.
Oh,
I'm just going so fast.
no, if you're doing that, you got to go on your left every time you pass me.
I'm
God.
so fast you can't see me.
Captain America style. Whew.
Next time around, we can just grab some food.
Oh man, I can't even think about eating right now. Oh, speaking of food, shameless plug for tonight. You still have some time to get your ingredients if you go get it today and you sign up today. I think you can sign up today. If you can't sign up today, you can sign up next week for our copycat cooking theme park series. Going on for the last, oh boy, 5 weeks, 6 weeks, something like that. This week we are doing sushi donuts and frushi. Sushi donuts from Festival of the Arts and frushi from Flower and Garden Festival. A lot of fun. I'm also going to be making a really, really easy sake drink. And if you're not sure about signing up for today, we have got an amazing second series starting here in the next couple of weeks, featuring some really great dishes that you can learn to make at home, like naan bread or the bread service, to speak more broadly on it, from Sanaa over at Animal Kingdom Lodge. We're doing one of the protein bowls from Satuli Canteen. My goodness, there's another one that I was like, oh,
Tonga toast.
Tonga toast. You know why I didn't remember that? I know everybody loves it. I hate Tonga toast.
Oh no.
Hey, there's Taylor and Elliot.
I just assumed they'd be in one of these.
All right, a little walk. If you guys are interested in signing up for that, boy, I don't know if I do have a link in the description of this video, but it is very easy to find in our previous live streams. We've done it every Saturday except for Valentine's Day weekend. 3 miles. Wow, look at
You
that.
want to say we're about halfway?
We did a whole mile out and a whole mile back.
Yeah, because of that extra.
Not good. It's not going good at all.
No?
I'm hurting a lot. Can't breathe. But I do it for the stream. I do it for the vlog. Oh boy. Fast Pass fam, comment from a long time ago when we were way over there. The sounds of luggage rolling gives you the vacay vibes. I feel that for sure. Whew. Taylor and I, we've got a little, an actual, like a little vacay coming up at the end of March. We will announce at a later date, or maybe we won't announce it at all, and we'll just spring it on you when it happens. But gonna be a lot of fun. And we'll be able to give you guys like an actual real world kind of idea and review of potentially flying outside of the United States and needing to be tested and all of that great stuff, you know. So be on the lookout for that. That'll be later next month in March. Whew, Running to Adventure, you're going to be there tonight. That's awesome. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Whew. we're either running way too hard or I'm talking way too much, or certainly could be a combination of both for me today. You know what we need to try one of these weeks, Donald, is the run, walk, run. We need to do that one of these weeks.
Interval?
Yeah.
Which is a midstream couple. It's not.
Oh, look at this. Okay, perfect.
I just saw that.
Yeah, so here is the running trail for Riviera, which is really insightful. Right here's where we are. Woo! We ran the whole way the first time we came back around. 1.2 miles, which I think was about right. But last time we came down, we crossed the bridge and we took this path out way down here and then came back around and then went all the way back up. And that was actually 2 miles the whole way around. So really nice. I don't know how some of you guys are out there when you're running, but one thing that I really don't like about running is kind of seeing the same exact thing about 800 times. So, you know, if I'm out here running at Disney and if I can, you know, do less laps, I'm all about that. So, you know, instead of running around the lake 8 times, you know, now we can run around, in theory, 3 times. But this is definitely probably one of my favorite sites, which is the gondolas here at this resort. It's just really nice. Beautiful scene. Walking. If anybody's wondering what the markers on the ground for, these are, believe it or not, for the Skyliner. So if you're staying over here and it's super busy, you're looking to take the Skyliner to Epcot or Hollywood Studios, that's where that line's going to be. And that one is actually probably in particular for, I want to say, Epcot. So I think you have to get on at 2 different sides. So the other side for Riviera might be Hollywood Studios. One or the other, I can't remember, but oh, she's waving us on. She's not really. Morning.
Morning.
Running to adventure, the mask probably isn't helping that it's sticking to your face. I completely agree. Not to mention, I'm used to wearing that other one, the black one that I always have on. Same one in the vlogs, not the same mask. I've got like 6 of them. But it also probably doesn't help that we haven't had a huge calorie load over the last couple of days. You know, we're trying to, you know, beat up 2020 and, I don't know, beat up 2021, and they are trying to change up some of our eating habits. And I wouldn't say that I've gone full vegan or even vegetarian, but you know, I'm trying to eat more vegetables and beans, things like that. So, while at the same time trying to eat less. So I'm sure that that's also probably not helping. But all right, slowing down again. Oh, I'm excited though for lunch today. I think we're gonna try and make a garlic pesto pizza with a cauliflower crust. We've never had that before. Cauliflower crust. I've had plenty of pizzas with like a garlic olive oil base with some artichokes, some other vegetables, and probably some meats on there like protein, ham, bacon, maybe some sausage. We'll see. Mr. Cruise Fever, good morning everyone. Good morning to you. I might actually end up having Taylor buy me a Powerade. It is really warm today.
Humid.
Whew.
Yeah, gross.
Feeling it. Feeling it big time. All right, ready? So like I said earlier, anytime that you are running, walking, whatever type of training you're doing outside, even if you're walking, when you come up to a slope, you know, try and give that slope as much effort as you can. So if you've been walking, try to do a light jog. If you've been running, try to hold your speed up the slope. It's going to make you stronger. It's going to make your lungs stronger. All right, how about it back down and around?
Yep.
So we're gonna go back out the same way we just did last time. We're gonna see Donald's favorite people. Here they are,
High five.
with their smiling faces. Whew.
They're happy, they don't talk back. What kind of idea?
This is true. Oh, you can see there's might be hard for you guys to see, but there is quite a line over there now forming for the Skyliner. You know, everybody's trying to get into Hollywood Studios and ride Mickey Minis or Tower Terror or Rock and Roller Coaster or Millennium Falcon. Whew. Philip meets Disney. This is a great question. Thanks for your super chat of $5. Before I answer your question, I just want to say we appreciate your super chat. But if you are so inclined to donate, there should be a link in the description of this video and all the videos now that goes to our donation page to raise money for kids suffering from DIPG. This is a very advanced, very rare case of brain cancer that affects, for the most part, younger children. It can develop in teens and even some adults. But that's all with Dragon Master Foundation. They set up this donation page for us So it goes all directly right to them. No middleman or anything like that, which is really, really great. So if you guys are so inclined, we would really appreciate that. Now, have they updated the face covering policy at restaurants? From the looks of it, it looks like they have. I'm going to withhold my judgment on whether or not I think like it's a good idea or a bad idea. But I would say that, the nice thing about eating at a restaurant sometimes is being able to just enjoy some time with your friends or with your family at the restaurant. And that means having conversation. And that may be what they're trying to, do away with. Maybe they want to try and turn tables over faster because they're at a more limited capacity. But from the sounds of it, it does sound like they may have updated it to include that even if you don't have food at your table, but you're sitting down, you have to leave your mask on. Again, I don't know how well it's going to go over, but it is what it is if that is the case. So, I'm telling you, I think there's something over here. I smelled it last time. I thought this was probably more for something like table seating at like the plaza over at Magic Kingdom, where you just have a bunch of people that will come in and sit down at those tables, take their mask off. They don't have any food at all, and they're just trying to get a break from the sun or just from walking. But they're outdoors, so I don't know. But the next time that we eat over in Disney and on property, we will let you guys know. But that might not be for a little while, because we've got some other restaurants coming up. I think we might try and do some food trucks though, maybe next week. So we'll just have to wait and see.
Time 40
Ooh.
minutes 16 seconds. Distance 4 miles. Average pace 12:04.
Hey, there's that 12 average 12 pace, but it feels like it's still going a little faster than that. But I don't feel like I'm dying as much. I think that's just because we were walking a lot. Janet, good morning from Ohio. Karen, I think. Good morning, Josh. Love from Scotland. Well, thank you for everybody that's viewing from across the pond. Whew, or anywhere else. I know sometimes we've got some viewership down in Australia. Down under. So technically we're not really running on a run path right now. We're obviously running the road, part of the Trinidad area parking lot here.
I guess we could.
We could be running on that sidewalk. That is also true. Yeah, we'll move that way. Might go home and take a nap today. We can go left. We're gonna cut off a little bit of footage right there, but it's all right.
It's just a parking lot. Oh, you meant steps.
Yeah, yes. Steps. More steps are always better. Should have brought some gel packs today. That would have been exceptionally helpful for myself. Thomas says, keep up the pace. You can be vegan if you set your mind to it. I have no intention of being a vegan. I do like to eat, you know, that genre, if I could call it that, of food. That class of cuisine. That's probably also the wrong word. But you know, overall, I think I'm just trying to eat less red meats. Oh, Donald's pulling us this way this time. All right. He's really skipping the steps on this one.
Seems some more. It's further.
Woo. Back up the slope. Power through. Feel like I'm hosting a one of those videos, you know. Power through, y'all. Pump those arms. High knees. Oh no. We have to finish. Finish down the slope. Put it into neutral. Glide down. Oh, yikes. I can barely breathe. Karen, great question. If I could talk, I'm really out of breath today. What motivates me to do all these runs? Well done. Thank you. Honestly, what motivates me is you guys showing up to chat and talk along while we run. I've said this many times before, but you know, I kind of started doing these not necessarily to give you guys content, but more so to push myself to get out and be more active, especially on the weekends, because it's really easy after a long week to just kind of want to lounge around on Saturday. I'm still kind of doing that on Sundays, but you know, it just helps me to get out and just be active in the mornings and at least exercise for about an hour. You know, of course, doing more of that if we go into the parks afterwards or something. But, you know, that's what inspires me and motivates me is having you guys here. And in return, I hope that being out and running and having these live streams, and even though I'm probably talking way too much most of the time and people might like to hear more ambient sounds of the resort, hopefully it's something that if you, say if you're up in the Northeast and you can't get outside and run, you want to run on the treadmill, this is a video that you can kind of put on your phone, your iPad, your TV, and kind of be there with us in the moment, even though it's already, you know, done live stream. So, whew. Megan says, great job running. Watching from Chile, Connecticut. We'll be in Disney World in April. Awesome. April 4th is my birthday. Not saying anybody needs to get me anything, but, you know, I mean, if you're feeling generous, we actually probably won't be in Florida for my birthday, so. Actually, it's a guaranteed we won't be in Florida for my birthday. No Disney World for me. Accountability and consistency is so important to improve running to adventure. That is absolutely 100% true. As my wife, thank goodness I have her to hold me accountable, because I almost didn't live stream today. We came over here to run and I was just going to run without it because I'm feeling super sore. My legs are killing me. As you guys know, I can barely breathe while running today. And she said, nope. People really enjoy that. And even if it's just 5 of you, that's plenty of motivation for me. So, and I appreciate it. Whew. Surfer Girl, good morning. I remember when you did the marathon in the parks last year for charity. Yes, so if you guys are new and don't know, oh boy, all right, let's try and run it. The Walt Disney World Marathon of 2020 and the half marathon of 2020. I live streamed both of those events. The half marathon, that wasn't bad at all. And I don't mean to like come off like as an elitist or anything like that. I just mean that like I was well prepared to run a half marathon and take it very easy because I was going to be live streaming. So that was easy. I about died during the full marathon because that I was not well prepared for. It was really, really hot. And it was the first time that I ever carried 2 gimbals and a backpack during a run that far. So a lot of people really enjoyed it. It was really a lot of fun, and I mean this 100% wholeheartedly that it really, I would have had a much more difficult time if I wouldn't have had everybody there in the live stream kind of helping to cheer me on. So it was really, really important to me, super inspirational to me, and hopefully a little inspiration for somebody else out there. But wondering where my wife is at. I'd like to tell her to get me a Gatorade, or actually a Powerade, because Disney doesn't have Gatorades.
Coca-Cola.
No Coca-Cola today.
No, but that's what makes Powerade.
Oh, that's right. That's right. That's a good call. I forgot about that. All right, I gotta walk a little. Whew. Herschel, hello, Josh. Tamir, hi, Josh. Fast Pass in. We watched the whole weekend. Great glimpse into runDisney setups. Yeah. I wish I could have showed you guys a little bit more. I can't remember if we started live streaming at like 4 o'clock in the morning before actually going out to the starting line, because once you get out to the starting line, it's literally impossible. You can't even send a text message, let alone make a phone call, because there are so many people, which is exactly why we didn't have it this year. For the marathon, they've got, I think it's anywhere from 22 to like 25,000 people alone just for marathon day. That's runners, and that's a lot of people. And of course, we're all kind of herded like cattle. So I think we were trying to live stream beforehand, and then I had to wait till we got out to about where World Drive was at before I really started the live stream. And that was kind of where the dissipation of all that bandwidth was not being used up so much. So I appreciate you guys for being there the whole time and watching and checking it out. So good lesson for beginner runners. You're going to have bad runs. It's part of running. There will be those days that feel great. That is 100% true. I had a day this week. It was Tuesday. I felt phenomenal. I talked about this earlier, where I went out and I was doing a 10K, and I was doing anywhere from about 8.5 to 9 minute mile paces, 9 minutes per mile. And I felt wonderful. My legs were a little sore from running Saturday and Sunday previous, but I wasn't having any issue breathing. I never felt out of breath, and it was great. And but today I'm struggling. I still think it's this. I think it does partially have to do with this mask, because I'm just not used to it. Donald wears this one every week, but he's used to wearing it, and he probably has subconsciously some way that he breathes with it.
Like Darth Vader.
Yeah. But I know for me, with my cloth mask, there's plenty of times where I need to take a deep breath, and I try to do that with this mask, and it immediately sucks to my mouth, and I can barely get any air through. So it's different.
Yeah.
And that's why being consistent sometimes is really great. I'm also talking, which doesn't help. All right, so we're at 5:05, Donald. I say let's skip Trinidad and do our original loop.
Okay.
I need a breather, sorry. Oh boy. Feeling tight in the chest. Right in the lungs. Nan's Global Kitchen. Nan's Global Kitchen. What do you do on YouTube? Sounds like you got something you got going with kitchen and cooking. Did not know we could do this around the resorts. We did the 5K around the lake at Epcot World Showcase, and we walked around it about 6 times. It was difficult because of the crowd singing, and congrats. Thank you. Yeah, I would never recommend doing a run or a walk necessarily. Well, that's kind of funny. Did you see his mask? But you know, if you're going to do that, definitely do it at the resorts. It's never going to be anywhere near as busy. Normally, you can get a little bit more distance on a single lap, kind of like we are. So, you know, one loop right here around the lake is 1.2 miles, which is really nice. So if you're doing a 5K, you really only have to do that 3 times, and doing that 3 times, you're going to be over your 5K anyway. So I always recommend doing the resorts. I think it's better, unless it's an actual, you know, runDisney event. Try to avoid running or doing, like, you know, exercise, so to speak, in the parks. But
I do see people do it though.
yes, I mean, we do see people do it. You know, and I think it's a little shameful for some of those people who do it and then they get upset because there's people in their way while they're trying to run and exercise. But, you know, the parks are not made for you to be there and exercise. So that always kind of makes me a little upset when I see people doing that. But I mean, if you're, you know, you're walking, it's not that big of a deal, you know. But it's these, some of them are like hardcore runners. They just go in and try to run, especially, you know, yeah. But I always recommend doing it at the resorts. You're going to have a better time. It's going to be more relaxing. So, Surf Girl did my first 5K in September with the Fairy God Runners. After my battle with breast cancer. Oh wow, and I feel like I really accomplished something. You absolutely did. 100%. Congrats. Certainly not something easy to do. Karen, I think you might pass out in this heat, not used to it coming from Scotland. It does take a little bit getting used to. Running to Adventure there in the chat does far more running than I do. Far more long distance events. And he would know more about that than I even would. But I think that's a little bit of training, you know. You're just kind of training and trying to get your body as used to that climate as you possibly can. But you know, the first year that I did a marathon was 2016, and we were still living in Pennsylvania, and so it was pretty tough to train without freezing and running through the snow. So but you know, you just got to take it easy. You have to run at your own pace, and if you start feeling like you got to slow down, you just got to slow down. You know, try to do your best to meet the minimum pace time. Power up that slope. Oh, feel the burn in the lungs. Feel the burn in the lungs. Whew. Courtney says, love watching you runs. You help get through my Saturday workouts at the gym. Thank you. Well, thank you for watching, and glad you enjoy it. Whew. This has probably been one of the roughest Saturdays so far. Whew. Charlene, good morning from PA. We love the Caribbean Beach Resort. It is beautiful. It is a really, really beautiful resort. Really great place to come and take some family photos and stuff too, or just grab some photos of your significant other out down by the water, or you know, on the like little hammock swing things, mabobs, the hammocks. I don't know why I'm trying to make up words for them. They have a name. Oh my goodness. Miller Man, sorry, just got here. Which virtual 10K is this for? Princess or Rival Run? It is for neither, but
It's for fun. Will it reach
Oh.
mine or?
it's coming back up.
Okay.
Whoa, sorry guys. For some reason we lost the stream back there. I'm not sure why. Not sure what the heck just happened. All right. Can we finish it out? I don't know if I can finish it out.
Keep it slow enough.
If we keep it slow enough. I mean, of course. Maybe at a slight jog. Looks better there today. Much better than snow outside of our window here.
Yes.
Oh, I believe it. All right, so we're gonna jog it out a little bit. We're gonna try and finish strong. Somebody's staying at Caribbean Beach. Which area are you at? We're at the pole. We're at the big main pole. Making our way back to Riviera. We're gonna jump across the Atlantic Ocean and somehow get into Europe. A little incline right here. I don't think I ever noticed that. But I feel it right now.
I noticed it 3 miles ago.
All right, we're coming through the... What restaurant is this again? Is this the quick service, I think? Part of the quick service area? I think it is. Sorry, I know I'm not really talking, but I'm trying to focus on the run. Donald, we should take our shirts off like that.
I need a couple more weeks training first.
Me too. All right, you're gonna hear that 6 mile marker. Don't stop. At least try not to. Slow it down to a nice,
1 hour, 14 minutes.
nice slower jog.
6 miles. Average pace 12:22 per mile.
Does that include our walking time?
That includes all of it.
Okay.
The only time it doesn't include is when we actually like stop. At least on my watch, it'll pause.
Okay.
Like when I stop to stretch, it pauses that. Oh my goodness. All right, so we've got the last 0.2 to finish. We're trying to finish it out strong. Trying to not walk. Running's all a mind game. You know, trying to push your body a little bit further every time. Even though we're not really pushing it any further in distance, today it's all about mentality and trying to push just that much further through the mental strain. Or until you collapse and fall over, which might be what happens to me. And I'll jump in on these comments here as soon as we get done. We're literally almost there, probably right up around this bend. That could be a lie. I like to give Donald false hope sometimes. I like to be like, only 100 more feet, Donald. But we have to go another 300 feet before that 100 feet. Almost there. This is what I did to him last time at Coronado Springs. He did not like it. Morning, guys.
Good morning.
Success!
Oh, God.
Great job, Donald. Great job. Woo. I don't know if Taylor's paying attention, Val, but if you wouldn't mind shooting her a message that she might see, I could really use a Powerade.
Me too.
And Donald too. Make that 2 Powerades. You have a color preference? Not blue. I would like a blue one though. Oh boy. And what a sight to end on. I mean, beautiful.
Pausing workout.
Whew, let me stop my workout.
Workout completed. Time.
Boom. Go Josh and Donald, you got this. Cheering on from New Jersey. Thank you. Thanks everybody so much for being here. We really appreciate it each and every single week. Nike, that's enough.
Stretch, some water, some nutrition.
Oh, hear that? Tell me what to do already. Thank you guys so much for being here each and every week. We really appreciate it. And it is 100% more inspiring and motivational for me to have you guys here. And in return, I hope that it inspires and motivates you guys to get out and do a little bit more exercise too. Until tonight, hopefully some of you guys will be joining on the Copycat Cooking Theme Park series. We're doing sushi and sushi donut and frushi. And I don't remember what we're doing next week, but we've got some awesome classes coming up for the second series next month that I think everybody's really, really going to enjoy. So until then, guys, thank you so much. And I'll see you later in the next one. Bye.